G'day, g'day. Welcome to Rehu Sport. We're here to preview the final of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. After 5 weeks of great rugby, it's time to get it on between the two finalists, the Blues and the Highlanders. It's great to see two teams that have had a bit of a barren patch in terms of garnering trophies match up for this final. This is Rehu Sport on YouTube and Facebook. Please subscribe, like, comment. I want to hear your comments on what you think is going to happen in this big game tomorrow. Of course, it's played at Eden Park. It's going to be a great match, and I think there's going to be a huge crowd to celebrate and commemorate this first ever Super Rugby Trans-Tasman final. Let's take a look at the two teams. Start with the home team, the Blues. One man that is a notable omission is the number 6, Tom Robinson, who's had issues with concussion, but what a great person to put in the starting lineup in place of him, Akira Ioane. Good chance for him to join his mates Sotutu and Papali'i in this very powerful loose forward trio. The front row, you'll notice that Ofa Tuangafasi does not feature at all in the subs either. He's got too many niggles, so Laulala takes his place at tight head. Alex Hodgman is back after a long suspension at loose head, and Eklund has also come back well during this competition. Two of the powerhouses in lock, Tuipolotu, who of course had an injury cloud as well, but Jared Kali-Toati has just been trucking on all year. Amazing season for him. Christie has had a fantastic patch of form. Oteri Black, well, he's had an injury cloud. It'll be interesting to see how he goes. And the outside and the midfield back units are very consistent in the last 4 or 5 weeks. Faiani's providing some nice straight running. Riku Ioane hasn't shown his best. Talia's been a revelation since he returned, and Heem certainly has been the man of this Super Rugby Trans-Tasman season for the Blues. Zan Sullivan, also a nice young player who's come in, been given a chance. For the Highlanders, again, number 6 jersey not featuring one of their stars. Shannon Frizzell, for mystery reasons, has been left out for the last few weeks. Hugh Renton has been performing well at 6. Pari Parkinson, he's had some injury worries, but he's going to make it, running out to Eden Park tomorrow night. Good front row, solid line-out. The line-out's been performing really well with the masterful Bryn Evans, the old veteran, running the cutter there. And talking about masterful, well, you can't go past Aaron Smith. Really amazing in the last few weeks. Has upped his game to a stratospheric level. Also in the backs, Josh Ioane's been performing well. Collins also at 13 has done very, very well, finding perhaps his best position at number 13 now that he has matured. I really like the look of the bench for the Highlanders. I think they've probably got an edge in that element over the Blues, apart from Big Carl at prop for the Blues. I think that bench is very, very strong, and that might provide them some oomph in the last 20 minutes. Notice the 6-2 spread as well with Ben Nicholas, who's a loose forward come. Sometimes we see him on the wing, but pretty much a forward at number 23. So what do you think? Oh, there's been a lot of discussion this week, hasn't there? Including the matchup on the wing between the two form players of the competition, Bryce, Heem and Jonah Nareiki. Let's look at their tail of the tape and see the stats about what's been going on, because both of them have been spectacular during this competition. Bryce Heem, a veteran, age 32, has played a lot overseas. He's a big man, 193 and 103 kilos. He'll be on the right wing, and facing him down on the left wing for the Highlanders is the man they call the little chock man. And you can see by his stats, he is a lot smaller than Heem. I think he might be a bit bigger than 80 kilos now, but that's the official line, and just 23 years old, from a sevens background, and a good variety in his game. Now, in this competition, both players are featuring in the top 10s in the personal stats. Both are third equal with 4 tries. Heem there first with clean breaks with 11, and third in metres gained at 396. Nareiki features in a few more of the divisions and categories. He's got those 4 tries. He's 6th in clean breaks. His metres, he's 5th. His defenders beaten, he's 5th. And also, crucially, on offloads, he's third equal. And don't forget, he's got that powerful left boot that the Highlanders use quite often to clear their lines. 3 things for each team for me that they'll be looking at and could be crucial in this game. For the Blues, I really believe they need to show the power right from the first whistle. both at scrum, clean out, ruck. We know they've got a powerful team. They need to get the Highlanders on the back foot straight away and really underline their claims as a powerful, strong team with the home crowd behind them. That shouldn't be too difficult. I think there's a lot of pressure on Otere Black. We're not too sure how bad his injury is, but watch out for the Highlanders to really identify him and put pressure on him, both with the ball in hand. Expect Harmon and Renton to be well in his face with clearing kicks, and also on defence, look for Gregory Himino to run at him to just see how injured he is. And if he has to go off, then they'll look to the bench as well and see how much depth they've got at that first receiver position, because they've got Plummer and Sullivan as other playmakers. For me, watch Mark Talia. We've talked about Heem and Nareiki. I think Talia's been really amazing since he's come back. He started the season at right wing, had a really poor period in form, and they brought him back on the left wing after Caleb Clark left for the Sevens, and he's been excellent without much reward. I reckon he's in for a couple of tries in the final. For the Highlanders, they've got to make the most of their line-out variations. That's one way that they're going to be able to score tries against the Blues. Could this be Smith's finest hour? I mean, his form has been incredible, and the Blues will want to shut him down, that is for sure. But how can you do it from the base of the scrum? As long as the Highlanders are getting front foot ball, then they should be okay. But that's where the Blues need to exhibit that power. The Lucy's work rate for me, again, the Blues trio, great powerful trio. But for me, the work rate of the Highlanders with Renton and Harmon especially is so important. They're going to have to get round, be the top tacklers in the game and make a difference. So all things said and done, there's some facts and figures. At the end of the day, I think the crowd are going to see the Blues through. I think they've been very clever. When you look at the team stats, they haven't led much at all. They haven't been that impressive in terms of teams apart from defence. They've defended with vigour, they've defended with power, and they need to make the most of their scoring opportunities, and I believe that they'll win by 10 points tomorrow. The Highlanders, they'll be gameful, they'll be up for it, no doubt. It's Ash Dixon's 100th game for the franchise. That'll get them motivated, as if they really don't need that. It's a final, for goodness sake. But I reckon the Blues are in for 10. What do you think? Leave your comments below, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'm going to see you throughout the international season, keeping you up to date and informed on what's happening in terms of previews. For now though, it's cheerio, enjoy that final, and we'll see you in the wash. Take care.